All right. We are live. We are on Facebook and we are on YouTube simultaneously. This is a test because, as you know, James, we're going to be doing a group stream tomorrow. So I just want to make sure that everything goes according to plan as far as technical and stuff like that.
Cool.
But as I've posted on Facebook and Instagram, and everybody by now should know what we're about to discuss, we are going to go over our 20. I don't know if it's favorite, but I guess our greatest cover songs, according to us, of all time, our 20. So
I'm sure I left out a lot though.
Dude, I left out tons. I thought about them either after I made the list. I thought about them while I was making the list, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to put them on there because if you really sat and think about it even more, I would probably have about 50 on this list easily.
Yeah.
And as much as I know people love to watch my broadcast, I just don't feel like they want a 2-hour stream, you know?
Right. You know,
so
we were talking about this earlier, and I was telling you how I had like literally no motivation. And then at one point I just got up and I said, you know what? Let me see if I could do this. And I knocked out easily 17 right away. And I was just like, wow.
Now, when you say you needed motivation, did the fact that I like texted you like 55 choices, did that help you out a little bit?
That's definitely part of the motivation. You were like, come on, man, come on.
Yeah, well, because these were all the ones that I thought of that didn't make my list.
Yeah. Okay.
But James, before we go on, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Hopefully your connection holds up, guys. If James, for some reason's connection, because his Wi-Fi is a little spotty in his area, you know, you got to thank Long Beach for that. But if for some reason I lose James, I got to do this by myself. You know, I'll have no autopilot. I'll have to drive this ship. So, James, please stay on as long as you can.
I'm here, man. I'm not going nowhere.
All right. Without further ado, let's kick it off. Let's do this. Let's kick it old school. James, start off with your first pick.
All right. So my first pick is a cover, Shine Down, Simple Man. Actually, the original is obviously, as you know, Leonard Skinner.
Yes, I do.
Shine Down is the cover. Excellent song.
I had a feeling that this was probably going to be. I don't care about any spoilers or whatever, but I had a feeling this was definitely going to be on both of our lists. No, really good pick, really good song.
Have it on your list as well?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm not ashamed to say it. I love this. Really quick, because I don't want to do this for every song. A couple of weeks back, one of the YouTube channels I was watching had on, I think the bassist or one of the guys from Shinedown. And because he's a Star Wars fan. And, you know, they were talking Star Wars and other shit. And I actually paid a couple of dollars. It was a tip for that channel. And I made a comment to the guy from Shinedown. And I told him that I think their cover of Simple Man is fucking awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. So my first choice, I was talking about it earlier on Facebook, right off the bat, is Tainted Love, Marilyn Manson's version. The song was covered a couple of times by Soft Cell. They were the first to cover it because the original was done by Gloria Jones. And then Soft Cell did it in the early 80s, and another 80s group did it in 85 called Coil. And then Marilyn Manson did it maybe about 20 years ago. So I think his version's awesome.
Didn't also Squeeze do it as well?
I don't know about Squeeze, but Squeeze Me, please. Thank you. Really quick, Andrew says, "What's up, guys?" Thanks, Andrew.
What's up, Andrew?
Hope you like our picks. I don't know, but those are the ones that I read about, and Marilyn Manson is my choice. What's your second pick?
My second pick is Stone Temple Pilots' cover of "Dancing Days." Obviously, Led Zeppelin did the original.
See, you say obvious. I had no idea. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I do know. Both. I do know now both versions because I can kind of hear it in my head. The Led Zeppelin one, but I am very familiar with the Stone Temple Pilots version. So that's a good pick. My number 2, we just talked about it, is Simple Man. I'm just going to say that. We just talked about it. So that's my number 2.
Okay. My number 3 is Guns N' Roses, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Oh, shit, dude.
Bob Dylan's original.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, good. Obviously,
I think it's actually one of my favorite Guns N' Roses song. I love it.
It's definitely not my favorite Guns N' Roses song, but I honestly forgot about that cover.
Yeah.
The only one I thought of, and I texted you about it earlier, was Since I Don't Have You. Totally fucking forgot
That's
about.
what I was telling you. I was like,
Yeah,
you're gonna be shocked by some of the
yeah.
picks that.
We got the quarantine
But
special going on. Hey, what's up, Ant?
Ant, what's going on, man?
I really, really want to utilize. I wanted to utilize the Facebook and YouTube simulcast a lot because I wanted to bring more people on. Not everybody has YouTube. Not everybody watches it. I know everybody's always on fucking Facebook. That's for sure. Um, my number 3 is "Turn the Page" by Metallica. Yeah, originally done
Excellent
by
pick.
Bob Seger. I love that version. I love Metallica's version of "Turn the Page" a lot, and it's probably
Definitely.
one of the many versions on my list that I actually like the cover more than the original. And I told you that beforehand. This is definitely one of those choices that I feel for me because another thing too, a lot of people have to understand. My music was very limited when I was growing up. It was whatever my mom listened to on the radio, and then whenever I was listening to at my grandmother's job, which happened to be a dentist office. So it was always like, top hits and stuff like that. So some of these songs, when I heard the cover, I didn't even know that there was an original to it. So that's why I ended up liking the cover more. So that's my number 3. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is another Guns N' Roses, "Live and Let Die."
Yeah, didn't
by Paul McCartney and
Paul
Ringo.
McCartney? Yes, which I just found out last month. I think it was a month before. That that song was done for a Bond movie. I had no idea. "Live and Let Die,"
That's right. Yeah, Live and
done
Let
by
Die.
Paul
Yeah,
McCartney,
yeah.
was done for the "Live and Let Die" Bond movie.
Yeah, that I know, and I'm not really.
Hi, Madeline. Madeline,
Hi, Madeline.
Thank you. All right. My number 4, probably one of the best covers that are on this list. And you and I talked about this on one of our other streams with our favorite 90 songs, I think. What was the one we did?
Yeah,
Wasn't it? Yeah,
90.
it was favorite 90 songs. Okay. All right. So my number 4 pick is "The Man Who Sold the World" by Nirvana. And
Excellent.
obviously originally done by Bowie. So this is another one of those picks where I prefer the cover over the original. I think Kurt Cobain's and Nirvana's what do you call it version
Definitely
is
pick. I love that song. My number 5 is yet another Guns N' Roses, and you did mention this
Jesus.
earlier. "Since I Don't Have You," originally done by the Skyliners.
Yeah, I like both. That's one I like both versions. I think I like the original a little bit better than Guns N' Roses, but they did do a good job, and they did do a good version as well. My number 5, I do like this song, but I did it because I like both. I like both versions a lot, but I think I like the cover a little bit better as well. Is "Nothing Compares to You" by Sinead O'Connor, which was originally done,
Good.
and I have it is originally done by Prince. So I have both versions. I love both versions.
I never Prince did the original.
Either did I. I only found that out recently.
And
I have.
I never heard it either before.
I have it. I have it. I listened. I actually listened to it just a couple of weeks ago because I had my iPhone on shuffle and this came on. But both great versions. But Sinead is the one that put it on the map.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
All right. What's your number 6?
My number 6 is "Everlasting Love" by U2.
Oh yeah. I know the original very well. Yeah, I didn't even put the 2 and 2 together. Yes.
Gloria,
Yeah.
Gloria Estefan is the original. Yeah,
I think so because that's who it sounds like when I'm listening to the song in my head. Oh wow, yeah. Okay, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
My number 6 is a fairly recent one. I would say about another one that came out I think around 03 or 02. Is "The Boys of Summer" done by the Ataris. Originally performed by was it Don Henley was the original, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I would say I think it was 03 or 04. I thought.
Yeah,
out, no?
Either 03 or 04. Between 02 and 04. Hey, Lev, thank you.
Right.
Yeah, dude, that Nirvana. Oh man, I can't get enough of that song. I mean, the whole album was great that the song was on, but "The Man Who Sold the World" is probably one of my favorite covers of all time. It really is. I mean, there's a lot of great covers on this list I'm about to go over, but definitely have a soft spot for that one song.
Cool.
All right, so you're up to number 7.
My number 7 is Dia Maker from Sheryl Crow, which was originally
Led Zeppelin. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I love. I honestly never even heard of Sheryl Crow's cover. I do know the Zeppelin one a lot, and I love that song. Dude, I thought it was Dire Maker. When is it? How you pronounce it?
I believe it's pronounced Dia Maker, like did
No.
you make her?
Yeah. No. I'm not disagreeing with you. I honestly always thought it was Dire Maker.
It's Dia Maker.
Yeah. Oh shit! Well, I guess I was today years old when I found that out too. All right, so number 7. Not many people might know this song. I mean, they'll know this song, but they might not know this version. The song "I Put a Spell on You," older song, originally done by Screamin' Jay Hawkins. I think it's in Hocus Pocus. It's really in a lot of Halloween themed things. But
yeah,
there's a version that I like that I have on here by Nina Simone. And her voice is beautiful, and I love that version. So if anybody hasn't gotten a chance to listen to the Nina Simone,
song, I'm trying to think. Okay.
Yeah, I Put a Spell on You. So that's my number 7.
I believe somebody else did a cover of that as well, and I can't think of.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure a lot of these songs are probably covered more than once, but these are the versions I like, and I really did try to mix it up. I tried not to do too many artists, and I also tried to do different eras. I wanted to get some oldies in there, as well as more recent ones.
Okay.
All right, so we're up to number 8 for you.
My number 8 is you're gonna know this one, "Last Kiss" by Pearl Jam.
I do know both songs, and I love Pearl Jam's "Last Kiss." In fact, when I first heard that song,
was the original?
I don't remember. I know it was I think a 50s or a 60s song, right? No.
Right, something like that.
Fuck, you know what? I think I one time did know who originally sang it. I think it's from the 50s or 60s. But first time I heard that Pearl Jam version, I cried. I don't know why. I mean, it's a sad song when you listen to the lyrics, but I literally teared up. All right.
And, when I first heard it, I thought it was one of theirs before I found out it was actually a cover.
Right. And I went through this one. My number 8, the same scenario. So my number 8, the song is called "Every Time You Go Away" by Paul Young, which was, prominent in a lot of 80s movies. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It was in that movie.
Good song.
Did not know that it was originally performed by Hall & Oates. Didn't know. Hall & Oates originally did "Every Time You Go Away." Yeah.
Now that you said it, that does sound right. Yeah.
But Paul Young's version is the more popular one.
Yeah, what movie was that song in?
I said Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, right, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm sure it was in other movies, but that was one of the main ones. What's your number 9?
My number 9, you spoke a bit about it before when we were talking about it. "Come Together" by Gary Clark Jr.
Yeah. I originally had that on my list, so I gave it to you because I had it on my list. I love that song. I mean, that song was covered several times by several artists. You had first time I heard the Aerosmith version was on your CD that you have when we were younger. Obviously done by the Beatles, but that Gary Clark Jr. Cover is amazing.
It was excellent. Yeah. Definitely.
My number 9 is a 2-year-old cover. It's done by a group called Bad Wolves, and it's "Zombie," originally done by the Cranberries.
Good pick.
No, it's such a great cover of that song. I mean, I love the original more. But that version is amazing. So if nobody's gotten a chance to listen to that cover of "Zombie" by Bad Wolves, please go ahead and do so. It's a little I really can't explain it. It's a lot more modern, obviously, and they changed some of the lyrics in it to make it more relevant to today, but definitely good. Your number 10.
My number 10, and you had mentioned this earlier, "Billie Jean" by Chris Cornell.
Great version. I mean, rest in peace, Chris Cornell. I love him. Love them as an artist. Love them on Soundgarden, but his version of "Billie Jean" is really, really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. My number 10, another newer. I think we saw them in concert. I think it was what, 4 years now. The Sound of Silence by Disturbed. Originally by well, that was Simon and Garfunkel, right?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, yeah. But that version of the Sound of Silence, I don't know, man. I do love. Don't get me wrong, I love the original, but I think that might have eclipsed it a little bit, man. That was a very powerful. Even to listening to it in a live a concert when we went to.
Dude, I heard them do it live. Yeah, we saw them do it live. I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it gives you chills, dude. It really does. Such a great version. So that's my number 10. What's your number 11?
Great pick. My number 11, and you might not even know this, but
nope, I don't.
Is Sexual Healing by Soul Asylum.
They did a cover of that song?
Yeah.
Is that the Marvin Gaye version? They did a cover of that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I gotta listen to that. I'll listen to that once we're done with the stream. I never knew that.
Definitely check that out.
All right.
Very cool.
My number 11, I think, is almost. My number 11 is almost 10 years old. I think around 10 years old, a little less. But a classic song that was covered by Seether. It's called "Careless Whisper." Obviously originally done by George Michael, but dude, that version, oh god, I did that version on karaoke in Vegas.
Michael, was it when it was with Wham?
No, I checked. It's I wanted to make sure it wasn't Wham. It said when I looked it up on iTunes, it just kept saying George Michael. Yeah. But I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. We know who originally sang "Careless Whisper," but I did this version in karaoke in Vegas. I love this. I love that version. I love that song. You're number 12.
Okay. My number 12 is "Landslide" by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, where'd you think of that one? I do like that version. I do like that song. But that did not make my list. Really, yeah, that's a great version. Really quick. I just wanted to say a quick shout out to Gladys. I'm trying to stay safe. I mean, I'm not really going out anywhere today. I had to go get dog food and do some other errands, but other than that, I'm staying home. My number 12, and I don't think I knew this was a cover. So I don't know if I just found that out yesterday, but "Twist and Shout" by the Beatles. I love that song, dude. It's probably one of my favorite Beatles songs. And
Beatles covered with the Isley Brothers was the original, I believe.
No, well, what I found out, it was the Top Notes, that a group called the Top Notes that did that did the original. I don't know, man, but either way, the cover version of that song is done by the Beatles, and that's the one I like. So,
good pick.
All right, dude. Thanks. Right, what's your number 13?
My number 13 is, you mentioned it, "Careless Whisper" by Seether.
Oh shit! Nice. I didn't know if you were gonna have it on your list. Awesome, man. That was the last.
Yeah, I'm hoping I mentioned it before you did, but you got me first.
That was a last minute addition, actually. I just thought of that today. I totally forgot about it, and I kicked one of the songs off. Was it Gary? I think Gary Clark Jr. is the one that I took off for this one.
What's the one you took off?
I think "Come Together" by Gary Clark is the one I took off for this song. So, all right. So my number 13 is "All Along the Watchtower" by the Jimi Hendrix Experience, originally done by Bob Dylan. I've heard both versions. Right. It's not even close. The Jimi Hendrix version is the best. It's not even close.
Oh, it's great.
Classic song.
And it's a good thing that you brought that up, because I originally thought, I didn't know Bob Dylan did the original. I thought it was Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. I didn't find that out recently.
I wasn't today years old when I found it out. But
yeah, no, that I was about to say that. It wasn't like I just found that out today, but I did find that out recent that it was a cover. I had no idea.
Right.
All right.
So my number 14 is the Stereophonics' "Don't Let Me Down," which was originally a Beatles song.
Okay.
Great song.
Andrew,
I don't know if you've ever heard the. What's that?
Andrew said something. I know he meant the greatest cover of "Landslide" ever. Even Stevie Nicks agrees. I think it is. But he says the greasiest cover. Yeah, I know what he meant. I know it wasn't the greasiest.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, dude. What'd you say? What was your pick? I'm sorry.
What was I going to say?
Wait, did you just give your pick?
Totally went. I did. Yeah, I said "Don't Let Me Down" by
Okay, yeah.
Stereophonics.
But you were continuing to talk about it.
I was gonna now. I just I lost my train of thought. What I was gonna say.
All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. No. It's just that I'm also trying to read these comments a little bit too. My number 14, bringing it back to Marvin Gaye, is "I Heard It Through the Grapevine," performed by Marvin Gaye, originally by Gladys Knight and the Pips. Not to be confused with Gladys Knight.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Gladys Knight and the Pimps is not. There's no such band. It's Pips. Yeah, Marvin Gaye covered that.
Okay.
That's probably, and I heard both versions. That's my favorite. Marvin Gaye's version is easily the best.
I'm learning something every day. I thought he originally wrote that song.
Dude, I guarantee you, my number 19 is probably gonna stump a lot of people because I just found out today. So, all right, what's your number 15?
My number 15 is "Love Me Two Times" by Aerosmith. They did obviously the Doors is the original. Aerosmith does a great version of it.
That's a song. That's a song I'm not familiar with. I haven't heard either version, but that's a song I'm definitely gonna have to listen to as well.
Definitely. Once this, you definitely.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Hear it, you know it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, dude, "Heard It Through a Grapevine" is an amazing song, but that Marvin Gaye version, I was blasting it early this morning. I couldn't stop listening to it. His voice is incredible. All right.
It's a great.
So my number 15 is "Respect," performed by Aretha Franklin, originally written and performed by Otis Redding.
See, that I wouldn't have known either.
It's another one I just recently found out. Did not know that the RSPCT, don't know the other words, don't know the rest of the lyrics, but I love the song. Don't get me wrong. I sing along to it. I don't sing it right, but that is actually a cover.
I thought it was Aretha.
That me too. That's it. That's a cover, dude. That's Otis Redding.
Wow.
What's your number? 16, bro? Do it.
My number 16 is "Land of Confusion" by Disturbed.
You piece of shit. I'm glad. You know what though? I'm glad you put. I'm glad you put it on there. So my bottom 3 picks, because I thought of them later on, were all 3 were Disturbed. I actually moved Sound of Silence to the middle of the my choices just because I wanted to separate them. Because I do have another Disturbed song at the bottom, but "Land of Confusion" actually was taken off to put "Zombie" by not "Zombie." I don't know. I forgot what it was, but dude, that is an amazing version. I love Genesis did the original. I love Genesis version, but Disturbed version, the Disturbed version is great as well.
Awesome.
No, good pick, dude. I'm glad you put it on there because people need to give these songs a listen to. All right. My number 16. I love the original, but I gotta give a shout out to Lacuna Coil for covering "Losing My Religion." They did a good cover of "Losing My Religion" a few years back. I think around 2012, 2013, and maybe earlier. I'm not really sure of the year. And we all know the original was done by REM. But so yeah, Lacuna Coil, "Losing My Religion." What?
Coil?
Lacuna Coil.
What's the group? The Coil?
Lacuna Coil.
Lacuna Coil.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's your 17?
My 17 is "The Sound of Silence" by Disturbed.
Oh, yeah.
You brought it up before.
I certainly did. It should make everyone's list.
Song, amazing.
Yeah. It should make everyone's list, dude. That's a great song. All right, my number 17, another female singer, another classic song that was not classic, but classic, I guess, to us because we're old. "Heart-Shaped Box," performed by Dead Sarah, originally by Nirvana.
Right. You mentioned that to me last night.
Yeah, dude, I'll never forget. So a really quick backstory about this song. I know you remember.
Yeah, we heard that song.
So you and I were at a Bush concert with somebody else who will remain nameless. We were at a concert. I was at the bar with this person, and we were waiting for drinks, and I hear a song on the radio before, in between artists. They usually play music in the concert hall,
That's what it was.
on
Okay.
the loudspeaker. So I hear this song, and I'm asking people. I asked the bartender, and I'm asking people next to me, and like, yo, who sings this song? I love it. They're like, oh man, that's Kurt Cobain. That's Nirvana. I'm like, no, 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 no. I know Nirvana sings the song, but who's doing this version? They're like, no, man, that's Kurt Cobain's voice. I'm like, bro, like I wanted to fucking hit people. I was getting so annoyed and so agitated. I'm like, that's a fucking woman singing. How do you not hear that? I know it was loud because we were in a concert, but so I just kept asking people, and then finally, I lost you, James. There you there. I got you. Finally, I think I Shazammed it. Somebody Shazammed it or whatever, and I found out it was Dead Sarah, and everybody felt fucking stupid. I'm like, yeah, I can tell the difference between Cobain's voice and a woman. So that's when the first time I heard that song, but a really good version of that. Okay, let's move this on quickly because I don't know.
Movie theater.
No, we were at the Bush concert.
All right.
All right, what's your number 18?
Number 18?
Yeah, 18.
18 is Baker Street by the Foo Fighters.
What the? How did I forget about that song? Fuck you, bro.
You put me on to that too.
I know, man. I bought that CD single from Foo Fighters years ago for that one song, man. I mean, I love
I knew I would get you with this one. I knew I was going to get you with this one.
I love what was it?
Forget about this.
Rafferty, right? What was his name that did the song? The original Rafferty?
Jerry Rafferty, right?
Yeah, dude, Jerry Rafferty's original version is still better, but that Foo Fighters version, man, fuck. Good pick, dude. No, good pick. I'm glad it made one of our lists. That's good. All right, my number 18, my last and final song by Disturbed is Shout. Came out in 2000, obviously originally done by Tears for Fears, but they did a great cover in 2000. Shout by Disturbed.
Oh, Shout. Yeah, definitely.
What's your number 19?
My number 19 is Ain't Too Proud to Beg by the Rolling Stones.
Okay. Who did it originally?
The original, was it Temptations? Does that sound right?
I have no idea.
Oh,
maybe somebody watching, maybe somebody in the comments will can answer that. I'm
pretty sure.
I have no idea. You know what?
We'll never know.
I'm gonna save my number. I'm gonna save my number 19 for 20. I'm gonna switch it up because I wanna hold the suspense for just a little longer. My number 19 is what?
I can't take it anymore.
Dude, keep your shirt on. My number 19 is Try a Little Tenderness by Otis Redding. It was originally performed by Ray Noble and his orchestra. So I did not know that Otis Redding did not do the original version of Try a Little Tenderness.
8 years old when I found it.
Yeah, that's another one of those songs that I had no idea. I thought he was the original singer. But all right, what's your number 20, dude? What's your last one?
My number 20 is Crossroads by John Mayer.
Bon Jovi?
No, Crossroads. The original was, I believe it was Eric Clapton or Cream. I think was the band he was in.
Wait,
I think they did the original.
Bone Thugs and Harmony?
No, what do you?
See you at the crossroad.
No, that's not the song.
All right, no, so John Mayer, Crossroad. All right, I gotta give that a listen too because I'm not familiar with those songs.
If you heard it, you would know it. I'm telling you.
All right, well, my number 20, today years old, finding this out. Song came out in mid 80s. I want to say 87. So that's probably late 80s, right? I love the band. It's a female band, and the song is called "Alone." The performer is Heart, and did not know that was a cover. Just found that out today. Original group did it. The name of the group is I-10. I-10. So that song that Heart. Yeah, so they did I actually listened to the version today. It's not bad. So they put it was on one of their albums. The album wasn't a success. It wasn't a hit. Heart covered it Heart covered it in the late 80s, and I had no idea from until today that it was an actual cover. Didn't know. So that's it.
Yeah, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly do. Here we go. Ghetto Cowboy, Bone Thugs and Harmony. So yeah, dude. So hopefully everybody liked our list. I know there's tons. I know somebody mentioned, and I was thinking about them too. Somebody mentioned earlier on Facebook, uh, non-points version of "In the Air Tonight."
Yeah, I'd like to check that out too. I didn't hear that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was another one.
Daughtry does a good version of it. Yeah.
So Andrew says "Alone by Heart" is one of my and do it's not just your opinion. I also think it's definitely one of my favorite Heart songs, and definitely, and that's why I picked it, and that's why I wanted to wait till the my last pick because it is such a great song, and I'm still shocked that it's a cover. I thought it was theirs. Bad Animals was the cover. I had no idea it was a cover. What's Bad Animals?
Bad Animals. What is that? What's Bad Animals?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. Do you know?
I have no idea.
But yeah, there was so many that we left off, man. There was so many honorable mentions. I told you the Fallout Boy version of Beat It featuring John Mayer was really good.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that was the album. Right. The album, not the cover, the album. You got to give that a listen to. What was the other ones that I mentioned that I didn't? Oh, Alien Ant Farm, Smooth Criminal. That was another one.
I remember. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
There was a bunch that I left off, and I just wanted, like I said, I could have added those as well, but I wanted to mix it up. I wanted to put a little Otis Redding in there. I wanted to put a little Marvin Gaye, a little Aretha Franklin. I wanted a little soul in there. I didn't want to be just one, monotone and one just,
No, it was good that you mixed it up. Yeah, it was definitely a unique list.
Yeah, I tried. So hopefully everybody, what do you guys think of the comments? What do you guys, can you guys think of any that we missed?
Sure, I missed a lot that I couldn't think off the top of my head. Definitely. Like you said, probably be about 50 if I really sat down.
No, seriously, and dude, Land of Confusion and holy shit, man! I still can't believe I forgot Baker Street. Seriously. You know who did a decent cover too, but I didn't put it on here. The Rod Stewart. I can't think of the song now, but Rod Stewart did a cover of the song, and I think Bob Seger was the first one to do it. I think. What's the one where the song where he's what?
What song are you talking about? I'm trying to think of the song.
I know, I'm trying to think of it too. It's not the song where he not the Gambler. Fuck.
Oh, you said Bob Seger did the original?
Yeah, and I think Rod Stewart did the cover. Andrew, this was also supposed to be on my list. I texted this to James. He can attest to that. Yeah, I thought, dude, this is my favorite version. This is my all-time favorite version of the song. Is by U2. Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home. Dude, fuck.
I think I know the song you're talking about.
It's not it's not the Gambler. Fuck. I'm trying to think.
The Gambler's kind of.
Yeah, no, I know. The words, they're literally on the tip of my tongue. You know what it is? I know the camera's on, and I don't want to be on the stream just sitting here looking like I'm constipated for like 20 minutes trying to remember the song. But
not still the same, right?
Still the same. There you go. Thank you. Still the fucking same. Yeah, I wanted to put that on here. So Rod Stewart did a version of Still the Same.
Rod Stewart did a version.
Yeah, I have it because I couldn't get at one point. So iTunes, I guess, didn't have the rights to it or something like that. I couldn't get the original version on iTunes. So Rod Stewart's version is the only one I got. Yeah.
All right. I got to check that out. Now you got me something. You got me a couple songs to listen to now.
Gives you something to do, man. It's not like we have anything else to do, right?
Yeah.
So we're obviously
the name of that group. I'm trying to think.
What group? What'd you say? What group?
I'm trying to think now. I just went totally out of my head. You were telling me about a group before. Something. I should have wrote it down when you said it. I didn't write it down. It was on your list. It was on your list, and you told me the group, and I didn't. I can't think of the name now. All right, never mind.
I mean, the only group that I could think of that you didn't know was Lacuna Coil.
That's it.
Yeah.
There you go. I couldn't think of it. And
Yeah,
what
I
was
mean,
the song that they did?
Losing My Religion.
Oh, Losing My. Okay.
Yeah.
Lacuna Coil. All right.
And my brother also brought up one earlier today. I know it. I listened to it. I still think Offspring's version is better, but Five Finger Death Punch did a cover of Offspring's Gone Away.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that actually.
It's not bad.
Heard that
it's
before.
not bad. I'm partial. What?
I saw them in concert, Five Finger Death Punch.
I never saw them in concert, but yeah, I did listen to that version of the song. It is pretty good. Just not better than Offspring. Well, I wanted to do what would have been good, what would have been cool to do is just went over the cover versions of the songs we like better than the originals. Probably could have did that. It would have been a shorter list.
Yeah.
Right?
But no, this was fun though.
All right. All right. Well, that's our list. I don't want to drag it on any longer. I wanted to keep this whatever. Tomorrow, guys, if anybody's on here now and wants to hear me, James, and a few other special guests tomorrow, we're going to do another simultaneous, another simulcast on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be more people, though. It's supposed to be, as of now, tentatively, it's 4 people. So hopefully everything stays the way they're supposed to stay, and the 4 of us are on tomorrow. We're going to discuss. It's going to be a lot more sports oriented. There's a lot of topics I thought about in regards to sports. Just to keep us all entertained. We're all going through the same shit, guys, and there's only so much social media you guys can put up with. So let's just try to remain positive. Let's just try to remain sane. And if if either myself, James, whoever else is on here at any given stream, hopefully we can provide you with some sort of break from escape from what's going on in reality right now. So that's what my goal is. Right. And I know James, that's what your goal, not only to entertain people, but also entertain ourselves,
Exactly.
What are you drinking anything right now? What are you drinking?
My summer shandy.
All right. I got you can't really tell because it's just a clear glass, a clear liquid, but I am drinking my black cherry White Claw. Like the
claw.
Like the basic like the basic bitch I am, drinking that White Claw. Because I'm a basic bitch. But I thought this was fun. I hope everybody liked our list. As I said, I know we missed a ton of covers. I know, dude. I mean, you named like 3 or 4 covers that I'm kicking myself in the ass for not remembering. But
I was going to be 5 before, and I actually was able to get to 20. That was good.
Yeah, I knew you were easily going to get to 20 because, like I said, when I was done with my 20, I started thinking of like 10 fucking more, and I'm like, come on, man. And I did scrub a bunch off on my list that I originally had and replaced them with other ones. But the one I do want to give a quick shout out to, because I did take it off, was and I know you said you didn't like it that much, but it's not that bad of a cover. And that was the Easy song by Faith No More, originally done by the Commodores.
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really do it for me.
But when you think of Faith No More, and when you think of the song Epic, right? And then you hear them. It's the only song I know too. But when they have some other good songs, but Epic was their biggest hit. When you think of a song like Epic, and then you listen and you think of Faith No More, and then to have them scale back and do a cover of Easy by the Commodores, it's pretty good.
I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just not. I mean, it's not really one of my. It's not I don't think it's a great song.
And then I know neither one of us had it on our list, but I also thought of, and I just didn't put it on there, was the Dolly Parton song "I Will Always Love You" that was covered by Whitney Houston.
Yeah, and I remember when I first found out that she actually did the original, and I never knew that. I didn't know.
I didn't know. What were we, 14 when that came out?
I guess like 13, 14.
Yeah, right before we turned 14, because it was in 92, but I don't think we're 14 yet. But yeah, I didn't know back then Dolly Parton did the original. All right. Well, James, thank you for coming on. Let's keep this a little
Thanks for
short.
having
Yeah,
me. We'll see you
tomorrow's
tomorrow.
the big stream. So if anybody's watching live, guys, or if you happen to catch this this broadcast a little later at your own leisure, um, I am going to be on live again tomorrow. I think we're scheduled. Do you remember what did I say? 7 or 8 tomorrow?
I thought it was 8.
All right, I think it's 8 o'clock. So I think we're scheduled for 8 o'clock. I mean, it's on my social media, so you guys can check it out. The time is on there somewhere, but that should be fun. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a group stream. So there's always shenanigans when it comes to that. But whoever's watching live, whoever commented, I want to thank you guys for that. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for showing your support. I love this live chat when it's enabled. That way I can talk to you guys. That way I can give you guys a shout out. And and the feedback is awesome. And I love you guys for that. If you haven't hit that like button for tonight's stream, please go ahead and do so. And guys, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, look, not everything I post is going to be something you like. I know I talk about Star Wars on some of my segments and whatever movie and whatever else we talk about. But we are going to do segments like today where it's just random. Today was music, and I am going to do random shit, random talk segments. So if you guys are interested in what I might talk about next, please go ahead and subscribe. Maybe even hit the notification. That way you get a notification when I'm going to come on live. But James, again, thank you for coming on. I'll talk to you a little later. We'll go over what songs you want to listen to and what songs I want to listen to that I didn't hear about. All right?
Bro, sounds like a plan.
All right, dude. Be safe, and everybody watching and everybody at home, continue to be safe. Continue to stay home if you don't, unless you have to work. I love you guys, and thank you again for showing your support. Have a good night.
Good night.